Namaskar students, in this lecture we will discuss applications of Lagrange interpolation. So we have already derived the formula for Lagrange interpolation. So let us see how we can apply those formulas for solving some of the practical problems. So let us see one problem. Suppose the question is we have to determine the specific volume of ferron 12 vapor under a pressure of 400 kilopascal using the below data. The data are given as pressure, some values are given, and Vg, the corresponding specific volumes are given. Our aim is to identify here the pressure at P is equal to 400 kilopascal. We need to find out this. What is the pressure at P is equal to 400 kilopascal. See, if we analyze this data, we see that the value 400 is not given. But with the help of this data only, we need to identify the pressure at P is equal to 400 kilopascal. Now see that since this value P equal to 400 is lying in between the given data, in the range of the given data. So this is the problem of interpolation. Now here you see how many data points are given. Let us assume this as P0, this is P1, this is P2 and this is P3. Similarly V0, V1, V2 and V3. So we have been given here n plus 1 equal to 4. It means that n plus 1 equal to 4 data points. It means that if we apply the Lagrange interpolation concept over here, so we can get the Lagrange interpolating polynomial of degree at most 3. So applying the formula for Lagrange interpolating polynomial of degree 3, so we can have over here VGP, this formula VGP is equal to, as per the formula that we have already discussed, this P minus P1, P minus P2, P minus P3 in the numerator, and the P0 minus P1, P0 minus P2, P0 minus P3, this in the denominator. Now what is the trick to remember this formula? See, for this V0 means for the data point P0, V0 we are considering. So in the numerator we will not take P0. This we will start from P minus P1, and in the denominator we take the distances from P0 to every point, P0 minus P1, P0 minus P2, P0 minus P3. Similarly for the second term is of V1 means we have P1. So in the numerator we will not take the difference of P from P1. So we are left with P minus P0, P minus P2, P minus P3, and in the denominator as per the first term we can take the differences from P1, P1 minus P0, P1 minus P2, P1 minus P3. Similarly, next term, P2 will not appear in the numerator, and in the denominator differences will be taken from P2. Similarly, in third term we see that P3 will not appear in the numerator, and in the denominator differences can be taken from P3. So this is the formula for Lagrange interpolating polynomial of degree 3. Why we have applied Lagrange interpolating polynomial of degree 3? Because 4 data points were given. So n plus 1 was 4, so we can get at most degree 3 Lagrange interpolating polynomial. Now these values are given. Substituting these values in the next term, we can have this kind of thing. These are simple calculations, one can easily do it. So let it be equation number 1. So this is the formula. Now what we can do in this formula, we have to find out the pressure at P equal to 400 kPa. This we need to find out. So what we do in the next step, we will substitute the value of P. This is nothing but this is VGP. In the next step we will substitute P is equal to 400 both the sides, then and simplify it. So after simplifying we will obtain Vg 400 is equal to this value. This is the simple calculation. Using calculator you can solve this and identify this value. Now since we have obtained the Lagrange interpolating polynomial, so that can be plotted also. Any software you can use, because manually it will be difficult to plot over such kind of polynomial. So using some software like Mathematica, MATLAB, or we can plot that. And so the plot for this particular problem will look something like this. These are the star values which represents the data points which were given. And from here, from this graph also, at any pressure, if you want to find out the specific volume, you can identify from the graph also. So this is the way how we can apply the linear interpolating polynomial to identify some of the values which were not given in the data set, but it was lying somewhere in the range of the given data set. Now let us take another example. In this another example, we have the following values of the function for the function fx is equal to sin x plus cos x, and these values are given at x 10 degree. The value is given as this is the value. When you substitute x is equal to 10 over here, we get fx as like this. Similarly for 20 this, 30 this is given. Now the problem is that we have to construct a quadratic polynomial. Why we are going to tell? Because here you see how many data points are given. 1, 2 and 3 data points are given. So n plus 1 equal to 3. So we can apply the Lagrange interpolating polynomial and get that at most of degree 2. 2 means this is quadratic. That fits the data. We have to identify the quadratic polynomial which fits this data, and from that polynomial we have to identify the value of the function at f is equal to pi by 12. This pi by 12 is not lying in is not given. This value is not given, but lying somewhere over here if we are going to convert this degree into radian, and we can find out this. And finally what we are going to get, whether it is okay or not. How we can know this? We can compare this with the exact value, because with the help of calculator we can substitute the value pi by 12 and we can compute this value. So that will be the exact value. Now you may ask the question, if exact value is known, then why we are applying the Lagrange polynomial and finding out these values? This is to test. Why we are applying? Because we want to test this Lagrange polynomial gives accurate result. These are valid, because if it is giving good nice results, correct results for some known functions, then we can freely apply it to some advanced real life problem. So let us see for this problem what we are going to get. So these involve simple calculations. So here the value asked was for the value f pi by 12, which was in radian. So better to convert all the given value of x0 in x1 x2 which is there in degree into radian. So it can be easily converted, and the corresponding values are something like this. So here x0 x1 x2 n plus 1 equal to 3. So as per the formula we can get the Lagrange interpolating polynomial of degree at most 2. So writing the Lagrange interpolating polynomial formula for degree at most 2, we can have the terms like this. This formula is also written similarly. So what is the trick? We can see over here also. This is corresponding to the interpolating point x0. So x0 will not appear in the numerator. So we can have in the numerator x minus x1, x minus x2. Remaining points we have taken. And in the denominator x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2. And f0 plus. In the second point, this is corresponding to x1. So x1 will not come in the numerator. So the formula is x minus x0, x minus x2 divided by difference from x1. x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2. Third term x minus x0, x minus x1 by x2 minus x0, x2 minus x1, f2. So substituting the values, all the values are given, x0, x1, x2, f0, f1, f2 it is given. So after substituting we can have the result something like this, and we can simplify this using some calculator, because the data, it's not advisable to do manual calculations over here because it will consume much of the time. But in the examination also programmable scientific computer is allowed, so you can use this, and simplifying we can get p2x is something like this. See this here, after simplification you will get something like this. So this is what the polynomial of degree at most 2, that is the quadratic polynomial. So this is the Lagrange polynomial we have obtained corresponding to the given data. And from this we need to find out x is equal to pi by 12, because this was being asked. So substituting x is equal to pi by 12 both the sides, and after simplifying we get something like this. This value obtained is 1.2246, and this value will corresponding to this pi by 12 we have substituted like this, 0.2618, and the value obtained will be like this. Now it was asked that you check this result, validate this result from the exact value. So exact value means with the help of the given function. So given function with sine of this value, this is pi corresponding to pi by 12, and cos of this corresponding to pi by 12, and after adding we get this value. So just you see the value which is obtained with the help of Lagrange interpolating polynomial and the exact value. There is not much difference. There is not much difference. So it can be concluded that this Lagrange interpolating polynomial concept is a good concept, and it gives also the accurate result, although there are some errors. So in some other classes we will discuss how much error and how to analyze that error, but this is up to 3 digits, it is exactly matching, and the value is 1.2246, and for this the value is 1.2247. So they are nearly close to each other. So it is advisable that this concept of Lagrange interpolating polynomial have been tested with the help of the known data, so it can be applied to some unknown real life problem. For that this Lagrange interpolating polynomial can be useful. Thank you.